I'm Aimen Ajhani from Libya, specifically from Tripoli. I'm 25 years old, and I was born in Libya, and I spent most of my life there, and I moved recently to Denmark. All I know about Denmark, I was imagining that it's a big farm, yeah, with cows, and they're making the best cheese in the world, and that's it. I was invited to Images Festival last year in August to make a mural and to speak about myself and to have like a couple of artistic talk about the Libyan situation with graffiti art. From that on, I found myself in Denmark, and here we go. I became involved with street art during the revolution. Exactly. Like I was watching international artists doing their thing, and but I didn't have any good intention to it. And then with the revolution, it was a way of expressing our feelings and what we really feel inside. It's the best way to be political artist, unknown political artist. From that on, it's been growing and growing and growing. I remember the first mural I made. It was just like simple letters style, yeah. With the word was Libya, but then Gaddafi made this for graffiti writers, and it was so unique. Like he's usually talking about the rebels or whatever, and then he started talking about us, and like he said, you graffiti writers, if you have the guts, stay there next to your walls, and I swear I'll cut your hands. And from that perspective, it started to be political for real. The difference between street art scene in Denmark and Libya uh, is big, because in Libya there's no graffiti culture, there's no hip hop culture, and it's all because of Gaddafi and the way he made people think of things, and so the it's not that whoa. Like if you go to Libya, you will just see empty walls or walls full of doodling or tagging. Yeah. So, but in Denmark, it's a whole different level here. There are many legends, like Danish international legends here, and the graffiti culture is so strong, like street art and train bombing and tagging and graffiti. Like I can see most of the different dialects in graffiti in Denmark. Fatma's hand, I used to make it a lot. I used to draw Fatma's hand. Um, I used to do it just for fun because it's nice pattering and doodling. And then from that point, I started making it as a political, because it's culture. Yeah, it's in our culture, and everyone believes that Fatma's hand is protecting you from the evil eyes, and they're thinking that it's Muslim tradition, but it's a Jewish tradition. Like I was, yeah, I was checking about it, and from that on, like instead of making something that nobody can understand, I will put something that's simple and everyone can understand, and it's so obvious to people when they see it. It was crazy in that time because I was doing it in different places in Tripoli, and people start talking about it, and they start wondering who made this, but I stopped from that point. Yeah.
Did you get scared or?
It's not about me. It's about my family. Yeah, because my father works in like something with the national security, and it's a sensitive position. If I did something, they will take it on him. Yeah, if it's with me, I don't care, honestly. Yeah, I love adventures, but it's just about my family. I don't want anything to happen to them. And when people start talking about it, it's not like there are thousands of graffiti writers in Libya. We're only few people, like maybe 10 people. And with my style, it used to be like so traditional graffiti, and then with stencils, and then with calligraphy. I was like trying to mix the different cultures to get my own style. And yeah, I will consider it as traditional, cultural, modern style. Usually, my calligraphy, when I make my calligraphy pieces, if I'm inspired by something, I will just like start writing what I'm thinking of, and otherwise I'll just be freestyling. Yeah, sometimes I'm like writing things that makes no sense, and other times I'm writing like wisdom. Like there's a lot of great philosophers, like I don't know if you know Rumi. Yeah, yeah. I like to put his poetry in my calligraphy. When I start my art piece, usually I sketch, but the best times is when I'm not sketching. Yes, like what I'm doing now with this project. Yeah. I'm not sketching. I'm just being spontaneous and freestyling. It's always better ideas. Maybe it's like that for me. Yes. Yeah, but I do it in both ways. The piece I'm making here in the museum, it's about my life story. My life story as an immigrant artist who came from Libya. So I started with it from the revolution time, because that's when I really started painting on the walls with more freedom-ish, but it was still risky at that time. And then when I've been invited to Denmark, and from that I went to Brussels, and I met my wife. She's also gonna be in the mural because she's a big part of it. And then with the interviews and with the reports about my art, and I was so shocked, with that I got some of the attention, yeah, which is good. So that's what I'm going to tell on the wall. I'm going to try to make it like a bit dramatic, cultural, and show different sides of my life as a Libyan artist who came to Denmark. With the mural, and how did I get my inspiration? I didn't have that much time to think about it. And at the same time, when I got the news that I should paint my life story, it was like, okay, what am I going to do? I never looked at myself at my life as a artistic story on a wall or something like that. So I got a flashback from my childhood, because I was so in love with Marvel cartoons and the way they're making their cartoons. Like, it's exaggerated but simple. Yeah, like if you see it, you will enjoy it. But if you analyze it, like with the shading, with the way they create it, you will see that there's exaggerating with the persons, but at the same time, it's still classic and simple. So that's what I wanted to do here on the wall. Like, I'm inspired by that. I made the story as pictures, like the Marvel magazines. Yeah, when you see pam pam pam, pictures everywhere telling the story. Like, Yeah, that's what I did here. That's like the same technique. And with the graffiti, with the calligraphy in the background, it's like a script. Yeah, because it's just black and white, but the pictures are gonna be colorful. So I hope that I will mix the Marvel style with my own Arabic style.